Hello, welcome to this month's Wednesday webinar. As you can see, I changed the title from the usual Wisdom Wednesday to Wreck It Wednesday. Reason being, I wanted this month's webinar to really relate to the business owners. It's one thing for me to have my Monday minutes, go on the videos, say what I have to say about how important bookkeeping and financial management is. Um, but given the time of year, I really wanted to relate to you as a business owner. Um, yes, I own a bookkeeping firm, but I am still a small business owner and face all of the same challenges that you do on a daily basis. So I am going to bring to light what occurred in 2022 that led to some pretty significant boo-boos on my part, and the impact that they had on the business. The next month's webinar will be part 2 of this series, which will then show all of these solutions I had to put in place. So I will share my screen and jump right in. All right, so Wreck It Wednesday part 1, top 5 mistakes I made as a new business owner and the impact they had. So the agenda, I'll do a quick introduction, why I chose this topic, top 5 mistakes I made, the impact they had. I'll summarize it, provide you with the contact information, and closing thanks. So just a little intro about myself. I am the CEO and owner of Vision and Numbers Incorporated. We incorporated in May of 2021, and we went live in October of 2021. So this October will be our first full 2 years in business, and it has been quite the ride. My education was here in Windsor. I'm an alumni of both St. Clair College and the University of Windsor, being a graduate of the Adet School of Business. My past experience has been predominantly in operations, process management, finance, HR, health and safety, and payroll. So why? So again, I wanted something that could relate. Start a busy season is right now for a lot of business owners in a lot of different industries. It really reminded me of what happened to us last year. By the end of the third quarter of 2022, our workload grew by over 200%. That is quite significant. It happened due to 2 reasons. Number one, we had our own targets of how many clients we wanted to sign in one quarter, and our target was 12. We reached 13 that quarter. The next quarter, one of our clients had a target of their own, and they actually doubled in size, which meant our workload also doubled in size with them. So as you can see, it is very easy for chaos to ensue when you grow that dramatically in that short of time. It's really hard to adequately plan for that. So you will see, yes, I am an owner of a bookkeeping company. I'm stressing all of the following topics and boo-boos I made to you in all of the information videos I put out there, but it is still easy to fall into these habits, these traps. So I'm really just trying to show A, how easy it is for this to happen. B, I will showcase that it can be directed. And C, just really to bring to light how important these factors are. Number 1, didn't reconcile my own bank accounts. Rookie mistake. Your expense accounts, your bank accounts, your liability accounts, they all need to be reconciled on a monthly basis to produce accurate financials. Period. There's no getting around that. It's something that we stress to all of our clients. We reconcile our clients' financials every month. We present them every month. The reason we do that is it is so, so important. Because what happens when you don't reconcile your accounts, you're operating blind. So without my own financials, because I was so focused on all of the other financials I was presenting for my clients, I was basing my own decisions off my best guess. If there was money in the bank, I was paying the bills. Everything seemed to be okay. I'm sure a lot of you operate that way. I did it myself. I know how easy it is to do. It turned out everything was not okay. I did not realize how many losses I was incurring. I didn't have my cash flow projections to show how much trouble I was actually in with my cash flow. Um, all the data that you need to be confident in the decisions that you're making for your company in terms of operations, hiring, scaling, anything you want to do, you need that data. I didn't have it. So I was operating blind. Number two, I let my accounts receivable get too high. By the end of last year, we had $24,000 in AR outstanding. So if you think about your own business, your own books, especially starting out in your first year, the impact to have $24,000 in receivables is significant. It is huge. And this is the impact it had. Cash flow. Huge cash flow issues. When I say I have to borrow from my HST to cover bills, that means that even though I'm filing my HST on time every quarter, I do not have the funds available to remit what I owe. I have to keep it to be able to cover the bills that I have. So what does this lead to? Charges. I'm now wasting more money, spending more money getting charged from CRA for my late payments. You heard me say we scaled, we grew by 200%. There was no cash flow available for me to bring on any extra help. So what do I have to do? I have to take on that workload myself as the business owner. This happens often. It doesn't just happen to me, it happens to a lot of business owners for a lot of the same reason. Again, if we go back to the first mistake I made with not reconciling my own data, I could have prevented a lot of this. I would have been aware of how significant my cash flow issues were at way earlier stage in the game. And it would have made a significant difference in how I operated. Not only how I'm operating this year, but how I operated throughout the last half of last year. Number three, I didn't do job costing, which means I didn't audit my clients' revenues against how much it was actually costing me to be able to provide the service to them. So that means how much I was actually paying out in direct wages, salary to my team, to myself, on top of my overhead costs. I wasn't factoring in any of this. Now, as a bookkeeper, I have a data state of mind. So I was collecting the data. I was almost there, but I didn't do the final step in actually analyzing the data. And that is what is crucial. Again, you need to know, are you even making a profit on that client? If you're not making a profit and you're consistently losing money, that is not a sustainable practice. The impact, that is the impact. I was losing money. And when I say I was losing money, it's not small money. I was losing a lot of money. We grew so fast that I was losing money from it. One client alone, I lost $6,000 in one quarter. That's significant, $6,000. If you think about your business, your practice, how many clients, how many customers do you need to have in 1 month or in one quarter to bring in $6,000? We can't ever recoup that. It doesn't matter how many new clients I bring on, how profitable they are, that loss is that loss. And that's huge. And that was just one. So we did last year on average, it fluctuated between 68 to 72 sets of books every month. And I'm talking about just one right now. You have to let that sink in. That's huge. That's huge. Number four, I didn't know my own overhead costs. So I didn't take the time to calculate how much it cost me per hour just to operate. I should have. And when you're first starting, you might say, how are we going to know that? I don't know what my costs are going to be. It is something that you need to do your best guess at when you're first starting, and something that you need to continually review on, if not a quarterly basis, at least an annual basis. You need to know how much your overhead costs are. Because if you don't know how much it costs you, just your base rate to even operate, how do you know that what you are charging your client or your customer is not only going to cover those costs, cover the wages that are helping going towards servicing that client, but then also ensuring that you're making a profit from it, and an adequate profit at that. It's very, very important. So this was the impact. I was underquoting jobs. I was underquoting jobs significantly in some cases and taking losses. And what does that do? It leads to cash flow issues. And I cannot stress enough, cash flow issues is the last issue that you want to have as a business owner. It impacts every aspect of your business as well as you personally. It impacts you directly and personally. Your mental health, your stress levels, your frustration, the uncertainty, the pressures. You have all of this as it is as a business owner. Once you add cash flow issues on top of that, you are compounding a situation that after a while you're going to feel like you're never going to recover from. You never want to get to that defeatist mentality, and having ongoing continual cash flow issues in your company will get you to that. And that's not where you want to be. Which leads me to number 5, and maybe the most important. Now, while it's not directly financial related, it does relate to your business. I didn't take care of myself. I took on more work than one person can handle. To be honest, I took on more work than 2 people can handle. I stopped going to the gym. I wasn't eating properly. I wasn't giving myself time to rest. And not just rest as in sleep, but rest from the ongoing stresses, pressures, everything that you worry about day to day as a business owner. And the way you do that is you still take time to fill your own cup, do the things that make you happy, that make you feel fulfilled, whether it's spending time with your family, whether it's taking up a hobby, whether it's sticking to the hobbies you already have. Going to the gym for me, that was not just a physical thing. That is my time. That time is not for anybody else. It is mine and mine alone. It's crucial not only to my physical well-being, but to my mental well-being. These are all things as a business owner that you need to do. One of the most important pieces of advice that I received from another business owner was the success of your business will directly relate to how well you take care of yourself. And it does. It translates through every aspect of your business, your marketing, your operations, your hiring, every part of it. If you are not taking care of yourself, this is the impact it'll have. Physically, I gained 30 pounds. My mental health deteriorated. I burnt right out. I was making business decisions from a place of emotion, not logic. And that is not how you want to be making them. I went from being in a proactive state. My expertise, what I love is process management. Process management is finding the most efficient way to do something. You're not waiting for something to go wrong and be like, okay, how can I fix this? You're going from a perspective of what is the best route to get me from point A to point B. My mindset completely shifted because I wasn't taking the time to be in that proactive state. I was really just taking things as they came at me. So I really did create my own hamster wheel of frustration, stress, and exhaustion. And I see so many other fellow business owners that do the same thing. We are human. We can only do so much. Yes, we might be a little more risky or I don't even know what kind of word. I want to say crazy, but I don't know if that's the exact word I want to be using, than a lot of other people that don't choose the entrepreneurship path. But at the end of the day, we're still human. As annoying as that can be, we are still human, and we need to take care of ourselves to be effective leaders, to be effective business owners, to be effective partners. You have to take care of yourself. So to summarize all of these points, if I could have you take anything away from this, is number 1, financial management is just one of the many components of owning a business, but it is a crucial one. Bookkeeping, financial, and process management, it empowers you as a business owner. It's really important that you change the mindset of bookkeeping, accounting. It's not just for CRA. It's not just for tax compliance. It is providing you with the tools that you need as a business owner to succeed. It's giving you the data you need to make the choices that you need to make to go in the direction that you want to go as a business owner. You should be excited to get your financials. You should be excited to see what's there. You should be excited to have someone explain to you exactly what is going on. If you know exactly how healthy your company is, if you know how much it costs for you to operate, you're going to have a better understanding of how you're going to quote certain jobs to clients. You're going to do it from a place of knowledge, from a place of data, and you know that it's going to be profitable because you've taken that time. It's so important. And not taking care of yourself, it will negatively impact your business. When I burnt out, what happens? Business doesn't just stop. I had to lean. I had to lean on my team. I had to lean on my partners. I had to ask forgiveness from some clients that I was dropping the ball on. Um, it all directly relates to your business. Even when I say, I had to lean on my team, not only did they have to help me with some of my clients, they also didn't have the same level of support that they were accustomed to from me. We were very much a team-based collaborative culture here at Vision and Numbers. So when a member of your team burns himself out to a point where they are no longer even able to contribute to the daily operations, um, that's pretty significant. And when that team member is the leader, is the owner of the business, it is even that much more significant. Um, so yes, I own a bookkeeping company. Yes, I will continue to stress how important bookkeeping and financial management and process management are. But please know it is not just from a position of being a business owner and, trying to secure clients. It's from a position of please learn from my mistakes. Please take this information um, as being valuable because it is. And just remember the statistics, the data, even pre-COVID. Canada is built on small businesses. We provide like over 98% of the revenues of our economy. Yet the failure rate is so alarmingly high. And the number one reason is not understanding the financial health of your company, not taking the time to prioritize just how important it is for you to have this information, have this data, and make decisions based off of it. And most importantly, not taking care of yourself while you do it. So, very important. I hope you did glean something of value from this. Uh, Even the bookkeeping business owner can fall behind on their books. And again, it's all a choice of what you prioritize and what processes you have in place. That way, when things get crazy, get busy, you start growing, your clients start growing. If you have that solid foundation in place, these errors won't occur. So I will make sure that I go into depth in the next webinar to tell you exactly how to get those foundations in place, how to make sure that you have solid, efficient processes, how to make sure that there is a contingency plan for some of these impacts that I had brought up. So if you, after this, are ready to empower yourself and take control of the financial health of your company, you can directly book your free consultation with me on my Calendly link, which is here. If you have just a few questions or an odd question that you want to ask, please feel free to email me at info@visionandnumbers. Always available anytime to answer any questions that you may have. So I hope everybody was able to get something from this, and I'm really looking forward to next month's webinar when I present to you all the solutions that I was able to put in place and the impact that those solutions have also had. So thank you very much for taking part in this, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next one.